Na'Vi versus Synchronic. This could not be a bigger matchup. After a bracket reset here, it does not get better than this. So let's kick it off here, Itsu, and let's dive in as Pete Castro begins our opening attack.
He is starting indeed, and he has to make sure that he's attacking quicker because he was one of the slower attackers from Na'Vi in that first match. But starting off strong. But wait a second, the King, he has to go back. He's taking his time. But wait, where is he?
Ooh.
What?
Road champion pulled him in.
He's playing that King with the controller, getting that King back in there. The Root Riders are back on track.
Yeah, that was very, very close right there because we also had Teslas spawn in the area, but the Queen deals with the Teslas, and that Royal Champion on defense just saved his pathway, but the King doesn't have his pathway secured yet. He's going to go in and path with the Root Riders and goes right into the poison. Not ideal right there, but the Royal Champion up top there makes her way through the Monolith, going to collapse into the top of the base, and the King will, I guess, take the poison with all the Root Riders going through the core, but still looking very, very good. More Root Riders being held for the back end of the base there. Didn't even drop them all. When you're trying to go so fast in your attacks and you're able to have enough space in your mind to be able to think that I need to hold extra troops on standby to go into the backside like extra Root Riders off of the bar instead of just dropping the whole stack is very, very impressive. But he's got it under control up there, and it looks like he will lock this one in at about a minute. What is it? Minute and 18? A minute 19 there for P. Castro. But like we said, we are expecting both of these teams to go to a double perfect war. And until we see otherwise, they got to keep the pace up to an absolute maximum. 3 skeletal spells blanket the top side of the base. King and Queen go into the defensive Queen. Top skeletal spell, getting a couple of troops up there with the World Champion, a couple super barbarians, Valkyries on the outside of the base. There are lots of different troops, like lots of switching of troops there as he makes his way in. Lots of switching of spells. That the more switching, the more changing troops around there, and then changing to different sides of the base there is more opportunities for a misclick, but I'm not seeing any issues here as he attacks with the Root Riders on the right side as well.
Yeah, really clean opening, getting everything right. The Clan Castle was rooted with the topside heroes, which means the Root Riders do not have to worry about those defensive Clan Castle troops whatsoever, but the Root Riders on the far right side really quickly went down.
Yeah, they did. They got the walls open there, and the defensive King was anchoring down. Giant bombs went off in that area there, and the multi held the line. Road Champion moved across there. He's throwing in the rest of his super barbarians. They try to reinforce in the area that the Road Champion goes through, but she gets sniped off by the Monolith. He needs to get that multi down. He does. The super barbarians grab it. They clear the compartment. He's finishing off the core, and Simon will cheer as he will put out a lightning fast attack. You're locking in at 69 seconds. Unbelievable opener for Synchronic.
I just wish him the best of luck that the Queen is not going to go down again, because that was so unfortunate. The Queen going down through her ability was such an unfortunate moment in his last attack, because the multitasking, we just talked about it, multitasking during Root Rider attacks is, to be honest, not easy whatsoever. But doing that with a Lalo attack is just on a whole new level, and Stars is making that work. With the Lightnings getting the value, and his King now getting pushed into the core, with the Queen getting some value as well.
And lots of buildings removed on the inside there, but the King is going to make his way in, getting caught in the tornado trap. That'll slow him up for a minute, but I'd rather it hit the King while he's in a relatively low damage area than to catch a blimp here or something here. So that means that blimp is going to be safe, and the King is able to keep on powered through that area without any problems. But the Queen's funneled in. She's going to go in and get the defensive Royal Champion out of the way here, which means that the Headhunters have to get the defensive Queen up top there. They got it under control, and that blimp does arrive to Town Hall. Everything's going very, very smooth here. Itsu, and he crosses that 40-second mark here as he continues to march forward.
Yeah, loons are everywhere. Minions are circling that base. There's even a Hound left alive on the far right side. This attack is just crazy, and he is barely at the 1 minute mark. It could be an insanely quick attack as well if those troops are nicely splitting, and it seems so far that is the case. There's a Ice Golem explosion in the core still. The Clan Castle should go down and should be around the 1 minute and 47 seconds. But that was again a masterclass of Stars with a lot of multitasking right there and getting the 3-star for Na'Vi
here, which is still very, very fast. But it wasn't as fast as the open attack there from the other side. Well, speaking of fast attacks here, we've talked about it before. Einstein is currently the world record holder for the fastest attack in Clash of Clans Esports, using double invisibility to set into the base, and he's just going to push right in the defensive heroes. A very, very interesting approach right there. World Champion deploys in behind, and he's going to leave a couple defenses behind, but he's got Super Barbarians onto him, and that's one way to speed things up here. Remember, his fastest attack of all time was a 53-second attack.
That is a crazy start. I've never seen someone go in with a double invisibility spell to create better pathing for Root Riders. I mean, I'm doing that with the fireball equipment of the Warden, but doing it with Root Riders is just completely wild to me. The overgrowth spell, though, should not last any longer, which means it's coming back. But can he overpower this backup? Because there's still quite some defenses left.
He's still stuck at those ice golems, and they keep freezing him up in the middle of the base as he just gets anchored down inside of that Town Hall poison. But the World Champion pops their ability there, spawning the hogs off the hog puppet, starting to way forward, but then immediately gets targeted by the Monolith. He freezes, but he doesn't get the Monolith in the freeze right there, and his World Champion goes down as a result of that. That's going to cost him some time there. Definitely would have liked that Royal Champion HP preserved so she can help on the backside. And that's going to cost him a bunch of time. You can see his disappointment right there as he has no more control. He's just going to coast his way through. And I think he should have the punch to get through this with his queen still alive. But it's going to cost him at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, the wall is going to stall that queen quite a bit. He's still going for that 3-star, but the marker being out of range, which means he has to go through this one wall. Obviously,
Warden.
The queen is picking that max wall. Finally, the Warden switching to the Phoenix, following the Phoenix to take down the mortar, but it's a slow attack. Right now, the average time for Na'Vi is 1 minute and 18, and on Synchronic side, it's 1 minute 26. So it's not that big of a difference just because of the first attack of Synchronic being just that quick. The question now, though, is can Kazuma improve the average time of his team or make it a bit slower? We have the Root Riders again. We have the Overgrowth spell right now again, and this one is a non-max Overgrowth spell. I would love to know if this is intentional, because you can always max out the spell with using potions, right? But you can never downgrade it. So this might be actually strategical, intentional non-upgrade of that spell to make it last not as long, to make sure that it's better for your attack. Could be the option. I don't know. Maybe I'm speculating too much here.
Oh, the King missed a funnel, though. He looped out of the base right there and did not take the jump. So if he does have extra things that he is trying to just save times on, he's got bigger problems than that right now. He'll overgrowth the Town Hall. He's going to wrap around it. The King is at least in a position where he can provide some support there for the Queen and continue to tank there. And he is going to take a turn into the base now. So even though he missed a jump, he swags that jump effectively. The Valkyries are still going to take it over to the bottom side. And that overgrowth is about to wear off here, but he's stuck on ice golems at the core of the base. It's going to be a grind in the core there to get back to that Town Hall. But he's got the World Champion ability. He's got one freeze to get through it, and he might be in trouble here.
Well, we have the Queen struggling quite a bit to get that remaining defenses.
Keep going here.
Queen even
going making his way
down to the last
couple of defenses, and he's got that Queen is barely hanging on.
Not go inside with that jump spell, and this cost this attack, so struggling quite a bit. But maybe the Unicorn can keep that Queen alive, but the time is problem. The Queen is having problems quite a bit to get through that wall. Can this Scatter reach that Queen? That's the question, Carvin.
Yeah, what an attack there, but unfortunately, the time, again, we saw from Synchronic and now from Na'Vi. It is a 3-star, so this question about time, it just might not be a factor at this point. If it's a perfect war, perfect, that is going to be huge. But look at this, the scatter shot's barely going down, the frozen arrows there, and a 3-star is coming in here for Na'Vi and Kazuma, but time is now definitely on Synchronic side.
Question if he can be the MVP again, because he's taking the same base actually. What? Na'Vi is deciding to bring the same base again. Because the last time X had the slowest attack versus this base. Remember, he had a 1 minute 39 second attack versus this base. So the question now is he going to improve that time? Because he's switching things up. He's going with the lock launcher this time around.
He is. Yeah, log launcher coming in to help snipe that multi-target Inferno, which is doing damage to it. As out comes that triple clan castle of the Ice Golem here, with the Queen making her way off to the right. Super Barbarians trying to go straight into the multi to help take that down, as the King ability goes off to the left, taking that jump to move on into the core.
Yeah, the core is getting overpowered. The King is taking down the left side to push those Root Riders into the Monolith. Again, we have this getting spell for the Monolith, but the multi-infrastructure of the Town Hall is taking those skeletons quickly out. The Queen around the right side, he has still freezes left. Is this going to be a quicker one as the one which he just said? The Root Riders are not going for the Town Hall.
Yeah, the Town Hall, they have to finish on it as they're going to go to the outside. The Queen is taking a lot of damage here. A bunch of Headhunters help take out the defensive King, as there's the RC ability with the Hogs coming from the RC Puppet. The Queen's continuing her way up, finishing on the Town Hall to then turn back around to grab these buildings here. And it is going to be a 3-star, finding a few Spring Traps. And General X grabbing the triple for Synchronic and tying this match up here from 9-9. But it is, wait, what? Dragons and bats? Have they been saving this attack for this moment here to try to be as fast as possible? Do they know something we don't? Probably.
Maybe they think it's like the Creative Master series. Maybe. Yeah. But hey, they're going with the dragons, warn ability early on. And we see already, at the bottom side, around the Eagle Artillery, there's not that much splash, right? It's the two multi-Inferno Towers covering that entire flank. So if he's able to overpower those, I see the bats totally working. I mean, that could for sure work for this attack. But can he take down the core? Can he take down the scatter shots? That's the big question right now.
There we go. The bats are down. Tesla's popping up. The Tesla farm's going to do a lot of damage here to the bats. You just don't want the Eagle to lock onto them. As the minions are also coming through here, the bats can continue to wave through with 4 freezes on the backside multi. There you go. There's the first one. As the bats are getting so much value and flying through the space here.
Oh, and that is quick as well. Remember, that should be quite a quick...
Oh, the Eagle.
Oh, no. The bats. Fly faster. Fly into the range of the Eagle. Do something, but avoid that damage. No!
They take the damage, and he tried to be quicker with it, as he now has to get through the defensive King, and is taking quite a bit of time with the buildings up to the far right side still up. He needs to drop minions over there, and they know that they have to bring that time back down, and that is definitely probably playing a role in their selection of their strategies here.
Oh, that is not optimal, because even if it 3-stars, it is a slower one. 1 minute and 30 seconds is passed by now. The scatter shot still left standing. The Warden with the 2 dragons should take that out, no problem. But the Queen slowly make their way around, and it's going to be the 3-star, but it's going to be a slow one. Nearly 2 minutes, which is, weirdly enough, not the best attack possible for those 2 teams.
But here we go. Philip is up next, and he is also bringing dragons, but not a bat wave, just only 1 bat spell.
Yeah, but that's the same base. That's the same base as
it is.
The base of which General had to attack, because they have kind of like failed in the current meta, where they have gotten 1 minute 39 seconds in the last match. But this time around, it is Philip with the King dive for the Town Hall, and then dragons with the bats. And, well, it's not a bat wave as what we have just seen, but at least a bat spell in the mix as well.
Yeah, well, dragons are down, Warden as well. Balloons, King's gonna go take out the enemy Queen and that Town Hall. Stone Slammer coming through. Remember, if you stay far away from the Clan Castle, the Ice Golems will not get lured out of the CC if the dragons can help remove that Clan Castle before you get in range of it.
Yeah, and because this time around he has went for the Town Hall first, there is no Town Hall Inferno taking down those skeletons, which means the Monolith is perfectly tanked right now. Scatter shot on the back end is still stuck on that King. Queen is now getting pushed in there, and this attack looks really solid so far, but it's not all about the back end. The Royal Champion, can she spawn those hogs and get to overpower the back end? The air defense is shooting, but the troops are just overpowering the last couple of defenses here.
Yeah, with the Hogs coming right on around, Queen's taking out the Ricochet Cannon, and a 3-star here indeed from Philip with 2 balloons left to help use to clean up probably the bottom buildings. As there you go, drops them perfectly as this scatter shot is going down slowly, but the balloons will pass up that final building. And there you go, a 3-star coming in for Synchronic, but anything can happen in the final set of attacks here, as Clouse is now in with 2 clone spells and 7 dragons, trying to be under the 60-second mark and try to set a new world record.
That's what they have to do kind of here. It is not going to be easy, but remember, this base already defended for Synchronic with the double invisibility towers earlier in the tournament. So is this approach going to be what they need? That is the main question here. Oh!
There you go.
That is the giant arrow. I think you have to be happy for that one because this core and the spare towers are completely useless by now.
And there we go. We got Super Minion Blip cloning as he makes the Town Hall invisible so the Super Minions can try to shoot around it. But unfortunately, they're not really getting the value as they pulled a bunch of traps and went down.
Oh no, the traps and the sweeper really has cost him. Is the tunnel? Yeah, the tunnel at least is going down. That is good news for him. But is it going to be enough to even 3-star, to be honest? Quick one. I don't really see that one coming. That this is a quick attack. It's more about, like, at this point, just getting the 3-star to then hope for a defense versus the last attacker of Synchronic.
Yeah, with the RC ability still intact, the Dragon's trying to get through the core. The defensive Queen's doing a lot of damage as he still has the ricochet cannon still up here, and it might not be a triple because he was going all out to try to be fast, but unfortunately, with that sweeper pointing right over that Town Hall, I wonder if he wanted to try to have that arrow line up for the Queen to even take out the sweeper on the backside. But hey, it's looking like it will be a 3-star here. That Queen's taking the Ground Expo. So at this point, they know they can't win on time. So if Mark triples, they win. But if he gets a 99% 2-star, they will lose.
Well, the pressure is on, and even though both teams so far are non-star 3-star, I think this 3-star feels way harder than any of the other attacks before.
If he gets a 2-minute and 36-second 3-star, then it will be tied. So he's got to be faster than that mark. As we are seeing the Root Riders, the Valkyries, balloons are down. We got a Siege Barracks off to the right side with the P.E.K.K.A.s coming out. And here we go as the Queen's coming to the left as she goes forward this Town Hall as the Root Riders are down with that Grand Warden.
Yeah, the Root Riders perfectly go for that scatter shot. The right tower going off though, and the Synchronic tower picking off some of those P.E.K.K.A. on the outside already. The Queen, yeah, it's not really going where she's supposed to. King as well. This might get interesting here.
He doesn't have a wall break, so he will have to walk around to help deal with that defensive King. So he doesn't go into the Town Hall compartment, dropping a couple Super Barbarians. Hang on, Super Minions coming out of that Siege Barracks from the far right side. The Root Riders are splitting off to the right. He does have a few going back to the Town Hall now.
Oh, he's missing the Town Hall with that freeze. Another freeze has to be invested. Town Hall, is it going to go down? The Valkyrie's there? The one Valkyrie? No! The Town Hall is staying up! You cannot make this up. He has to get that 3-star as you said it, and he has to make sure that it's not too slow. There's no spells left. There's no spells left, Carbon.
He's got RC ability. This is where you need the RC shield to skip through. There's just snipe that Town Hall. The builders are doing work. The maxed out builders. Can he hit the mark here as the Royal Champion continues? Got to pop that ability. Super Mini's working through the Clan Castle. Come on, remember the Town Hall's going to explode. It's going to even slow down the Royal Champion a little bit more.
But there are the Super Minions as well. This one was a hard attack, but he is celebrating because he knows that this is enough. Another 15-15 result, but Synchronic coming out on top yet again. 1 minute 33 seconds. That is quick enough. That is fast enough to actually get them this victory. And Synchronic are beating Na'Vi back to back.
Welcome here, Mark. Congratulations on winning the very first golden ticket. Take us through your thoughts of how your tournament this weekend was.
It was incredible. I mean, we started off with a lot of difficulties. We had the disconnect with the camera, and because of that, we moved to the lower bracket. But we prepared a lot of bases to make that lower bracket run, and we said after that loss, so now now we can not only beat the teams, we can like get them out of the tournament, and we just did that and beat everyone.
You proved you guys deserve the golden ticket. You took the hardest road possible. And again, congratulations to you and Synchronic. And on your way through the lower bracket, you took down some amazing teams as well. Is there any teams that you are expecting to potentially join you in the World Finals that you're excited to see how they're going to perform?
definitely Na'Vi. They had an incredible run. I think they stayed perfect throughout the tournament, almost. And it was like very close matches against them, though GG's and very well fought. I guess they will join us at the World Cup, and I also think the former world champion Anarchia, or the free agent, sorry, probably qualifies, and Batang looked very strong as well.
Yeah, tons of amazing teams throughout this tournament, and you had to go through a gauntlet to even get there. Again, congratulations. Is there any final words, any thank yous you want to give out here?
Yeah, thank you to everyone who supported us. We got a lot of help, but also thank you to our fans to support us. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. Cannot wait to see what you and Synchronic can do in the World Finals later this year. And there's going to be so many more amazing matches to come. And we're going to see you probably in the finals and many more community tournaments because you guys are just so amazing. Again, congratulations. Cannot wait to see you guys later.